Chapter 16. An African Safari. A safari? How adventurous! Are we actually going to see lions and tigers? Asked a very excited Jimmy. Yes, we will definitely see a number of wild animals, said Mr. Keller, his father. Jimmy, why don't you find out a little about the different types of animals you are most likely to see? You know, take help from the internet, said his mother. Come on, Daddy, let us find out, said Jimmy as he pulled his father towards the computer. Jimmy and his father selected the places that they wanted to visit and made note. You will also have to make diary entries for every day. Make sure you make a list of the things you will need to take with you and don't forget to add your diary to it, reminded his mother as she finished baking the cake. Here are a few pages from Jimmy's diary which he wrote while he was on the safari. 25th May. This morning Daddy took us for anti-yellow fever injection. Anyone who plans to visit Africa has to be injected for it. My arm still hurts from the jab, but it has not lessened my excitement. We will reach Kenya the very next day. We will stay at the lodge in the world-famous Masai Mara National Reserve, which we were very lucky to get. Good, Daddy booked it well in advance. 27th May. We arrived at the lodge yesterday. The natives greeted us with cries of Jumbo. Jumbo in Afrikaan means welcome. I saw a man of the Maasai tribe wearing a dress of red cloth like a sari but worn like a skirt or wrapped like a shawl. Maasai in Afrikaan means a shepherd and Mara means the place. The Maasais always wear red so as to ward off the evil eye and the wild animals. Being shepherds, they were vegetarian. They loved jewelry and both men and women wore colorful beads. The lodge was interesting. There were huge fences all around to keep the wild animals away as the lodge was deep inside the forest. We have been advised to use repellents, wear sober-colored clothes, which cover maximum part of our body, and shake our sleeping bags before getting in, to check for snakes, lizards and scorpions. There was no electricity, only oil lamps and Petromax lanterns. All these gave an eerie feeling to be with the animals in the darkness. 28th May. Early this morning, we went with a local driver in a jeep which had a glass top. We were taken deeper inside the forest and instructed not to get off the jeep as it may be dangerous. The guide told us that the animals think that the jeep itself is an animal and they do not attack it unless they are troubled. At first, we were greeted by a herd of giraffes. They were on the edge of a waterhole. It was a strange sight. Some of the giraffes stood with the forelegs spread wide apart so that they could bring their long necks down to drink. The guide told us that they are weakest in that position and can be attacked very easily. When we moved further, we came across a herd of zebras. These animals looked disciplined, all in their striped coats like a school at drill time. Next was a herd of elephants, jostling and rubbing against one another as they moved together in a crowd, with their calves following closely near their legs. The African elephants are different from the Indian ones. They are heavier and their ears are jagged unlike the round ones of the Indian elephant. 29th May. Today we set out in the morning. We went into the forest on the elephant back. 4 people could sit on each elephant. Soon we came across a lion. A carcass of a deer was lying nearby. The lion had eaten his fill and was stretched out under the shade. The lioness and its cubs, after finishing their meal, were walking towards a stagnant pool in the riverbed, while the hyenas and wolves were lingering at a distance, waiting for their chance. Late in the afternoon, we saw a pair of rhinoceros. These rhinos had double horns and were different from the Indian rhino, which has only one horn. 30th May. I can never forget this day. We went by the same jeep again deep into the forest at night. There were 4 or 5 Land Rovers with many people. We all drove one behind the other. It was pitch dark. Soon we came to a place where we saw a number of platforms erected on the branches of the trees. 3 people were allowed to sit on each platform. We were told not to light torches, matchsticks or cigarette lighters, and also not to talk loudly. We had to just patiently wait for the big cats and other wild animals to come by. In the airy silence of the forest, only screeching sounds of the insects echoed. Our patience was rewarded. We saw some wild boars, a pack of hyenas chasing a deer, and a leopard. The leopard came right under our tree, walking slowly and stealthily. What a fascinating sight it was! We were spellbound to see this huge spotted cat with a lithe and strong body standing right beneath the tree, its eyes glinting as it looked up. Daddy, who was waiting as if for this moment, shot a picture of the magnificent beast with his digital camera. It all happened in a split second. Just as it had come, the leopard walked away. Wow, what a wonderful encounter that was!